we make up about 133 million plus gamers in the world, right? That's a lot of people, right? And right now, with everything we're facing, and you have a lot of social injustice going on in the world, how do we make?
And there were a few sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelicans. And, well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Williamson kicks the ball. Morant with the steal. The drive by Brooks.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
4 on the shot clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Man, I like the finesse of Ingram. I mean, coming into play, especially when the shot clock is winding down.
Brooks kicks to Morant. He feeds it to Jackson. There's the dish to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. For the 3. Not going to go that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Brooks kicks to Anderson. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Favors with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Williamson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jackson passes to Morant. He can't get it to go. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Stolen by Jackson. And stolen by Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight.
Oh, what a play!
Hey, guys, really easy to see why Ingram was the second pick in the 2016 draft with plays like these.
Morant with a wide-open look. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
The Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Valanciunas and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Pelicans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, sometimes the great three-point shooters in the game don't carry that same success to the free throw line, but that's not the case with J.J. Redick. I mean, he's cash money from the stripe, too.
Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Allen's shot is off.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Jackson passes to Melly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Melton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Hart. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Clark is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. In third, the Pelicans. The Grizzlies fourth.
Yeah, I mean, the fast break is really the focus for both of these clubs. I mean, we've seen them take it up a notch here of late and really playing with a fast tempo.
Here's Melly. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. Takes the 3. And it's J.J. Redick with the 3. Redick's got 5.
You know, Redick has an amazing, uncanny ability to drain tough, pressure-filled shots at the end of the shot clock.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Melly passes to Redick. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans leading by 5. Outside, Redick out to the right wing. Okafor kicks to Hayes. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And Hart has it in the corner. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Pelicans score. Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic. Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. Marcus Cousins, Big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marc Gasol is also in that list.
Yeah, you'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Frank Jackson. Anderson wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Holiday dishes to Ingram. Inside, Williamson lays it up and banks it in. Williamson's got his second bucket of the night.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
The feed to Valanciunas. Brooks kicks to Morant. From outside the arc, they get it again.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
To the inside. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's the three. A putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas. And now just a 1-point New Orleans lead.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Anderson outside. Pass to Morant. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Inside. Kicks it to Clark. Over Okafor. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Holiday, the pass to Ball. To the paint. The kick out to Holiday. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Anderson outside. To the right side. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Brooks outside. Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. And Anderson gets it to go. Now Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. Out to Favors. And that one released in time, but no good. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point. And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Puts it up from 17. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scorers. Zion Williamson on top. John Morant third.
These two rookies have been going head-to-head in the box scores for a while now. There have been a few big nights for both of them.
Yeah, and these guys, Greg, are built to wear you out. I mean, young, talented. They lit up the pinball machine last month. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Anderson finds Jackson. Back to Anderson. Passes it to Valanciunas. Now here's Anderson. Not a lot of room. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Brooks, the pass to Anderson. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Morant reaches to Valanciunas, and he lays it straight in. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Williamson. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
New Orleans moving it around. There's the pass to Ball. Back to Holiday. He kicks it to Ball. Pass to Williamson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
In that game against the Spurs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Pass to Melton. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Over Jackson. Melton, no good. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 10 points for J.J. Redick.
Proving that he's more than just a shooter now. Redick, when he sees the lane, he takes it.
Fires it up. Doesn't go that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. The shot's good from Hayes.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. There's 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And Holiday kicks to Redick. Here's Hart. No points in the game yet for him. Okafor finds Redick. And here's Holiday, defended by Allen. 3 on the clock. Here's Melly. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And it's a 7-point Pelican lead. Now here's Allen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Hart. And they pick up 2. Hart's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his 3-point shots, which is quite...
And so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Brooks is out there with Clark. And there's Jackson, and it's Melton in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clark banked in off the glass.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Here's Melly. Back to Holiday. Shoots from 8. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Passes it to Melton. Back to Clark. The pass to Melton. Puts up a 3. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Outside, Redick. Pass to Williamson. Back to Redick. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Ball. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Morant with it. Dishes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Ball, the pass to Ingram, down low. It's tipped. Left side Anderson. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Jackson finds Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Pelicans leading by 5. Here's Williamson, and it's good, 2 points.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Redick passes to Williamson, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Anderson passes to Brooks. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. That's in. The Pelican lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Valanciunas.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
Ball kicks to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Pass to Jackson. Now here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
To the inside. And here is Williamson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver. It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Ingram finds Favors. Here's ball. Inside. Stolen by Jackson.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ingram attacking. Back to Favors. Second shot opportunity. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And that's curtains for them. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Yes!
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
You know how they say you don't miss something until it's gone?
The countdown starts. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for GA. Well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Paul and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward.
The athleticism on display there. For as big as Williamson is, he moves so fast and so decisively.
They get it back. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Williamson kicks to Favors. And here is Ingram. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Williamson, the pass to Holiday. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Paul. The Pelicans make their last shot. Passes it to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there, has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
Outside Holiday. To the paint. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Ingram.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here is Holiday. Ingram wide open. That one a little long.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Ferguson kicks to Adams. Paul looking around. Pelicans with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 28-point game against Utah.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
And every season, the Thunder continue to be one of the more dominating teams on the glass.
Just wonder how much Steven Adams has been the catalyst for that kind of mentality. We know that offensively he's always in there to grab rebounds, but it's part of what they know is important in any possession is collecting the ball.
And here now the Thunder. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. That one goes. Count it. And that's now 9 points for Chris Paul.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Favors. Basket counts. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Paul with the ball. He's got 9. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 5. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Ball, just 5 on the clock. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Now Redick takes a 3. Up again. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. A big-time effort for Chris. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne.
It's been sort of long.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Melli in at the 4 spot. And here is Noel after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. Here's Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you watch Dennis Schroeder. You can see how deadly Brent he can be when he's locked in.
Well, he accepted the role in Oklahoma City about coming off the bench and trying to be a spark plug for Schroeder. It's really about consistency, Kevin.
Greg last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the 2-hand slam. It's Redick on the wing. He's guarded by Diallo.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
The dish to Muscala. Pass to Dort. It's deflected. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Dort's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to Utah. Outside Jackson. The pass to Melli. Back to Jackson. New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 3. Fires from deep. And it's Noel with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Down low. Here's Muscala. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Robertson, he's checked in. Here's Melli. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Diallo. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
So there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and, thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
And it's Williamson missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Molinari passes to Adams. Over Ingram. And he can't bank that one in. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 13.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Robertson, the pass to Schroeder. Shoots from 12. Okafor grabs the miss. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Paul's checked in for Oklahoma City. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Okafor. No good that time. Adams, some nice D. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gallinari passes to Paul. Nailed from three-point land. Paul's got 12.
Well, what we've seen here tonight, Chris Paul can put points up on the board still in a hurry, just carrying the offensive load right now.
Holiday, the pass to Ball. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 8 points for Zion Williamson.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Oklahoma. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And that'll...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Ferguson in at small forward.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Noel finds Paul. Back to Noel. Out to the wing. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The layup missed.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Here's Williamson. He's got 8. And stolen by Noel. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left side wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Paul. Noel trying to break loose. And Paul gets it to go in.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Ferguson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead. Holiday dishes to Ingram. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Kicks the ball. Lets it go from deep. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective. Well, the new front office in New Orleans, led by David Griffin, opting to keep Alvin Gentry as a head coach, a great decision because the players that they brought in the trade for Anthony Davis are going to love to play at that fast pace. You add Zion Williamson to that mix, this team immediately becomes one of the more interesting and exciting young teams in the NBA.
Now here's Redick. Plenty of space. And the Pelicans miss again. Pass to Dort. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Redick finds Jackson. Back to Redick. Shot clock at 6. It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Favors. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And Brent, a lot of times when a new head of basketball operations is hired, a new coach is coming up next.
Well, the continuity there is interesting because of the time that Alvin Gentry spent in Phoenix, and David Griffin was there with the Suns as well. And so that's going to help out this young core, that they know that there's a collective consciousness coming from both the coach and the front office for them to lay the foundation of what this new Pelican team is going to be all about.
Jackson against Schroeder. To the middle. And Muscala kicks to Diallo. Over Hart. Favors with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Thunder shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
The shot's good.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And so he makes both from the line.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Missed. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder riding a... And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Okafor in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. You often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Paul passes to Adams. Back to Paul. Over Holiday. Paul's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 17. Now here is Holiday. Misses in close. Paul left side. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, that frame and strength, I think sometimes Kevin will scare guys off. He gets right to the rim.
Here's Melly. Gallinari covering. A nice shot by Melly.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And here is Paul. And there's the pass to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Adams with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Now, here's Ball. Ingram with it. Now, Okafor. Back to Ingram. Over Robertson. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 6 rebounds in the game. The drive by Paul. Up and in on the layup. Paul's got 19 points.
Just can't say enough about how much of the game Chris Paul sees, exploiting every single hole in the defense, and an excellent penetrator.
A nice shot by Melli.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Now, here's Robertson. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Gallinari inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Chris Paul.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Now, here is Muscala. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. Here's Moore. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Favors. He kicks it to Moore. Back to Favors. Outside Jackson. 3-pointer. Thunder with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Dort. Here's Muscala off with the layup.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very serious.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The 2KMC has arrived, and it's time to check in on what's happening in NBA 2K20. Starting with your upcoming 2K Compete event schedule. Yeah, take a gander. Get in the neighborhood and play these events to wrap up and earn some BC. Now.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Thunder. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. Of course, there's the Grizzlies, just a few spots below there.
And for the Grizzlies, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
Chalk up 2 there. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Brooks feeling it out a bit. It's hauled in by Adams.
Boy, again, so little defensive pressure. You have to convert that.
From deep, Chris Paul, and that's good.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. To the paint. Anderson dishes to Jackson. Offline from the high post.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Brooks outside. To end the run. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Now the pass to Dort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Both teams deciding to change it up.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Melton, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Diallo. It's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Thunder have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Melton, the offensive rebound. Three-pointer on the way. Drops in the tray.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Schroeder. He had 27 points last game. To the inside. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. But they'll get another chance. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
Here's Schroeder. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And this is Schroeder's game, right? Get off the triple drive with a quick first step. Nice.
Melton passes to Morant. Launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good. Schroeder. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Melton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Clark. That will count. But the clock rolling down. Sends it home! The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on
the steals thing is just...
You hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits. What they like to do gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Ferguson, Mike Muscala out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Robertson in a two-guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Dishes it to Jang. Shot clock at 6. And it's Noel with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 7.
And last season, Andre Robertson missing so much time due to injury. Think back in his career, he's been a pivotal piece for the Thunder for so long. His absence was clearly felt. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Clark. A 3 ball. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And with Robertson, you're missing his versatility on the defensive end.
It's no secret that he is out there due to his incredible defense. This guy can guard forwards, he can guard guards, and his reach is so important to this defensive scheme.
Charity stripe shot. The Thunder pull it in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Running the floor out in the open space. Andre Robertson knowing where to get to.
Takes the 13-footer. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Schroeder, right side. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Clark. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 7 rebounds in the game. Robertson kicks it over to Schroeder. The high post shot. That's good on the jump shot. Schroeder's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel. How much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Count it. Clark's got his first 2 points of the night.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Down low, here's Muscala. Passes it to Ferguson. Inside, and Noel throws it down.
That's what you call using your agility to perfection. Nerlens Noel, a threat in the pick and roll.
The long distance 3 is buried.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Schroeder looking around. He feeds it to Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Pass to Chang. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Schroeder missing.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Robertson, the pass to Schroeder. Now, here's Robertson. Defense is right there, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. From the get-go, it was Oklahoma City who came out strong. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an... And...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 12.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Gallinari on the wing, beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Gallinari's got the first bucket of the third here for Oklahoma City. Brooks kicks to Morant. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
Here's Morant. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Thunder leading by 15. Paul surveying the floor. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 5 points now this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Morant. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And taken away by Paul. Finished off the break. Paul's got 5 now.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Here's Morant. Bucket is good.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
To the middle. Here's Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 11 points for Gallinari.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's good from long range.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
To the paint. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, that's the length of Jonas Valanciunas on the defensive end. Not easy to get a shot over the 7-footer.
And it's Morant missing.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Now the dish to Valanciunas. The three. Can't hit that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Dort passes to Adams. A second chance effort, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Well, Kevin, it takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
Paul for 3. Kept alive. Gallinari. And Adams with the slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Lets it go from 11. Nice shot by Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd basket of the night. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. It's an 18-point lead. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Morant with a wide-open look. Jackson, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops.
And any discussion about CP3 has to start with his hands. The dribble moves, all the steals he gets, he uses his hands better than just about anybody.
Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And so it's Oklahoma City with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What? And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Gallinari is out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
They feed off the energy of Dennis Schroeder, and when he gets these opportunities, he makes the most of them.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Unloads from 13. And that one's good. Morant. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Brooks, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Schroeder with the ball. Inside, and Gallinari kicks to Diallo. Back to Gallinari. And Valanciunas pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Anderson wide open. Off target with the open look. It's picked off. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And he gets the bucket. Brooks has got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Schroeder passes to Diallo. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, the Dennis Schroeder show is cooking on all cylinders right now. The defense has no answer.
Now here's Morant over Gallinari. And it's Morant missing. Schroeder kicks to Gallinari. Baseline J on the way. And he hits the jump shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded close, down low. A minute 42 left here in the 4th quarter. Back to Gallinari. 5 to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's now 17 points for Gallinari. Here's Brooks. Gallinari trying to get open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Gallinari.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. In the corner, it's Diallo. A nice shot by Gallinari. And the Thunder lead by 19.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Schroeder, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Here's Robertson. And the pass to Dort. Back to Robertson. Pass to Dort. There's the triple. But they recover it. From the arc. The Thunder with another miss.
Unquestionably one of the elite defensive players in the league. Robertson's instinct.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
last couple of weeks, we've been talking with community members as well as 2K devs about NBA 2K21. Woot woot.
We've been asking the community members about what they're excited for with the new game,
as well as devs, and asking them what we can expect. And here at 2K TV, we bring together the NBA.
Getting late in the season, let's see how the standings are out west. Look at Memphis. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. They're at the 10th position.
And I think for Memphis, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the inside, Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Boy, that looks good whenever Ingram rises for the jam. Flushing it home in the face of the opposition. Poster.
To the middle, here's Jackson. Oh, what a finish!
Good.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Now, here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Favors can't get it to go. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to Sacramento. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. Here's Brooks. The Pelicans make their last shot, and he banks in the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
To the paint, stolen by Jackson. Now the feed to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Down low. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Favors. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. 6 to shoot. Pass the ball. Takes it from 10. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1:30 left in the first. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Here's Hart. Really had an off game against the Kings. Never really found his rhythm. Redick surveying the D. Will it go? Valanciunas grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Melton passes to Clark. Latrey connects from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
And here's the fast break. Here's Hart. He's off on that one. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Valanciunas, covered by Hayes. No good from Valanciunas. Here's Jackson, and that one drops.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
He gets it up, and so it's Memphis. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Hart. And it's Melli in at the 4. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Mark a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now the pass to Okafor. Back to Jackson. Here's Hart. No points in the game yet for him. Possible teams changing it up here. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Williamson kicks to Ball. Passes it to Williamson. Back to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Okafor dishes to Williamson. And he gets it to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Jang. Okafor grabs the miss.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
The jump hook, that one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Williamson. Melton feeling it out a bit. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Okafor with the block.
Boy, I love the defensive game of Okafor. He's got a wide reach, and that allows him to get to a lot of shots.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in, and the dunk by Jackson.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Ball, the pass to Williamson.
and maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And Memphis also making a switch. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. And that one's good, Morant.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Outside Holiday. Pass the ball. Now Ingram. And Hayes kicks the ball. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. From past the arc. And that one is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot. Outside Holiday. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Feeds to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And here is Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Here's Williamson. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a dozen here. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, let's get... And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Brooks. Derek Favors making his last shot. Hits the three-point bomb.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Pass to Williamson. Back to Holiday. A pass to Ingram. Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Williamson kicks to Holiday. Misses the 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Williamson following the basket by John Morant. Passes it to Ball. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Valanciunas, and the layup is good. Valanciunas has got 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Favors. Over Valanciunas. And the Pelicans miss again.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And that one's good by Favors.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Here's Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. The 3. And here's Brooks from outside. Buries it from three-point range. Brooks has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Memphis. Now here's Williamson. Guarded by Jackson. And here's Ingram from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. He has 5. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately, came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Now here's Ingram. Here's Holiday. Anderson with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 3rd in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. Now Allen, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Here's Hart. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. On defense, Memphis. They led by as many as 18 points. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Melton. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 5 now.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Pelicans trail by 17. And Hayes kicks to Hart. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Memphis leading by 14. The drive by Allen. Here's Hart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Off on that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then there's Jahlil Okafor and it's Melli in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Hart. Holiday, the pass to Hart. Here's Melli. Outside, Redick hands it from downtown. Reddick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Very dangerous from outside the arc as he's been throughout his career. All Reddick needs is a little separation, and he's golden.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 13. The pass to Melli. Here's Hart. He kicks it to Holiday. Outside, Reddick. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Melli. He feeds it to Okafor. The shot's good. Okafor's got his first bucket of the night.
Superb work from Okafor from the interior. I mean, just a tireless worker wreaking havoc in the paint.
Pass to Melton. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Pass to Clark. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Okafor.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Melli passes to Okafor. Reddick dishes to Holiday. Okafor kicks to Reddick. Launches a three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. This one for 3. The rebound by Holiday. Pelicans trail by 11. Melli passes to Reddick. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now, here's Ball. Inside, Ingram dishes to Williamson. Anderson with the block. Jackson against Ball. Anderson outside to the inside. Jackson, that's good. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Memphis.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Jackson. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Off target at the rim.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Pass the ball. Holiday against Brooks. Williamson kicks to Holiday. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Ball. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Grizzlies.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33. And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jaren Jackson.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. And no good. Now Williamson. Outside Holiday. Misses.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg,
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We bring together the NBA 2K community as well as the NBA 2K devs.
That's right, so let's see what happens when we take gameplay director Mike Wang and mix him up with Agent Zero. Check it out. I bet you're all wondering the same thing. What is NBA
A view of I-40 and let's go. It is indeed, DA. Thank you. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at the Thunder. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And I think for New Orleans, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's George in at the 3. Now here's Adams. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Nice job catch and shoot there. Chris Paul making it look simple and caught the defense a little bit out of position. Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
And the Thunder making a change here. Noel's checked in. Here's Ingram. 6 to shoot. Paul with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Right wing. Here's Dort. He's covered by Favors. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Paul's got 5.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Over in the corner, Paul. Here's Dort. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Holiday. And with Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds, so you know he's going to live in the paint.
Now, Williamson following Chris Paul's 3-point attempt, and the shot goes in.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn you.
Paul finds Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
To the middle, here's Williamson. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 28-point game against Utah.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 7. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. Favors against Adams. Passes it to Paul. Back to Favors. New Orleans moving it around. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Thunder with the rebound. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
Kick out to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Adams has got his 2nd bucket of the night. Holiday dishes the ball. Back to Holiday. Left side Favors. Outside Holiday. There's the pass to Williamson. And it's Ball in the corner. The shot from the low post is good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Feeds it to Adams. Ball against ball. Back to Adams. Down low. Noel passes to Adams. Favors with the rebound.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
A good close contest so far. Chris Paul talks about the matchups he faces at the
toughest position in the NBA night in.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Gallinari is out there with Ferguson. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Diallo in at the 2.
Can I say it? Terrific athleticism from Gallinari. I just did.
It's deflected. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, there are some players who are playing correctly, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams. He's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things like Chris Paul and Mike Conley that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
Back to Diallo. Nobody near Schroeder. Again, the Thunder score.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Redick finds Jackson. Now here's Hayes. Goes up at the stripe. Rebound by Muscala.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? To the paint, here's Muscala, and that one is hammered home.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Hart kicks to Jackson. Back to Hart. And it's Hayes in the corner. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Hayes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Schroeder dishes to Gallinari. Pass to Diallo. 1:16 left to play in the first half. And Gallinari throws it down.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now here's Hayes. He's covered by Muscala. Hayes, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Passes it to Hayes. Here's Hart. Now Hayes. He's got 5. Hart the pass to Hayes. Misses from short range. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Kings. The drive by Schroeder. Yep, it counts. And it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Jackson passes to Melly. The 10-footer finds the target. Melly's got 6 points. Schroeder, right side. Gallinari makes it off the glass. Gallinari's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing this thing there.
And so it's Oklahoma City.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, they had control in the first half. How were they able to do that?
Well, we turned the ball.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. At the end of the period. And that'll...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closer. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Adams. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the evening.
A 12th pick in the NBA draft back in 2013. The cool thing would be, Kevin, if Steven Adams plays as many seasons as he has siblings. That would be 17. He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Ball outside. Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
Okafor is checked in for Derek Favors.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Williamson with it. Noel on him. New Orleans moving the ball around.
Noel is an active defender and right now annoying some of the shot selection from the opponent.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Ball kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the pass to Adams. The shot comes out, so the Pelicans will take it the other way. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure the guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
And a missed layup. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Noel. That one misses. Excellent D there from Okafor. Here's Williamson. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And it's Williamson missing.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Pelicans trail by 15. Pass to Okafor. Fires from 14. And it's Noel with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And they pick up 2. Dort's got his first bucket in this one.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
On the wing, Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Ball against ball. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Thunder leading by 17. Pass to Dort. Paul with the ball. Here's Dort. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And no one is catching Ingram in the open floor. This guy is like a rocket.
Ball against ball. Left side, Adams. Count it. Good. Adams has got 8 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Passes it the ball. 41 seconds left to play in the third. The feed now to Williamson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Adams, the pass to Paul. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ingram finds Okafor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good, and the Pelicans making a change here. And so he's able to get 1 of 2, and it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Down low, here's Muscala. Kicks it out to Schroeder. He feeds it to Adams. Great D that time from Favors. And so it's Oklahoma City. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The tandem outside, Robertson and Gallinari. Adams is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Brent, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So, in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically. But certainly, every coach will say it comes down to defense, because that is something you can control.
Favors passes to Melly. Shoots over Adams. Off the left rim and out.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Ferguson's checked in for Steven Adams. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Inside, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The pass to Favors. Back to Reddick. Holiday against Schroeder. Holiday dishes to Hayes. Here's Favors. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ferguson. Banked in off the glass. Ferguson's got 4 this quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Holiday kicks to Hayes. Favors passes to Hayes. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. Diallo comes in for Terrence Ferguson. New Orleans also making some changes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Drew Holiday. The Thunder leading by 19 points. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Robertson can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hayes. Back to Reddick. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Diallo the pass to Gallinari. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Pass to Diallo. Back to Schroeder. Dishes it to Gallinari. Schroeder outside. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steven Adams.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Hayes, no good. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Robertson being aggressive that time, so staying away from the catch-and-shoot game and taking it at the defense.
No good on the second free throw. And so here is New Orleans. Passes to Alexander Walker. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here's Schroeder. From deep. No good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. ATM Tech benefits to this game, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
NBA 2K21 all about, both current gen and next gen.
So we're going directly to the developers to ask.
Gameplay director Mike Wang joins us here on 2K TV. Mike, how are you?
Hey, it's great to see you guys.
How has development been staying at home during this tough period?
Oh man, it's been a whirlwind. I mean, I think at first it was a little bit rocky. We're all trying to learn the ropes, and over time it's
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Well, point forwards and big guards in demand. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. Smitty, we have a good rivalry game tonight with 2 conference foes. This should be a beauty.
Yes, indeed. I think the fans feel it, the coaches feel it, us as announcers, we feel it. The atmosphere is going to be great.
It is indeed. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari, and it's in there.
This is just reading the defense, finding the soft spot. Heady play by Gallinari.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Anderson. Passes it to Morant. 5 on the clock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
To the inside. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Paul.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
Here is Brooks. The Thunder making the shot. Now the pass to Jackson. Takes a 3. Dort grabs the miss. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Thunder have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Paul passes to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Adams has got 6 points.
Oh my goodness, 5 straight coming out of the gate.
Brooks outside. From 15 feet away, Thunder with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, just great ball movement. And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Here's Dort. 8 points his last outing. Bucket is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And it's Schroeder missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Clark dishes to Jang. Misses from close range. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 14-6 run. Schroeder passes to Noel. That's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And slam dunk by Noel.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Grizzlies making the shot. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. Now Muscala. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Schroeder. And the 3 ball is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz. Pass to Diallo. 11 feet away. Here's Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Passes it to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. And here is Noel. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Over to the wing. Nobody near Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Got a hand on it. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the pass to Muscala. He kicks it to Robertson. Bounce pass, Schroeder. There's Noel. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They've got Chang. Allen is out there with Clark. And it's Melton in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Schroeder. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think is helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract them the game.
That's a good point. Misses from short range.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And that one's good. Noel.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the wing right side. Melton feeling it out a bit. It's over Schroeder. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Molinari comes in for Muscala. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. Paul passes to Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Paul passes to Gallinari. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Anderson outside. Valanciunas, and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Ball against Adams. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Valanciunas finds Anderson. Back to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Love the flush there from Valanciunas, leaving no doubt on that play.
Paul with the ball. He's coming off a 28-point game against Utah.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He has 6. It's good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Morant, he's checked in for Allen. Paul looking around. Puts it up from 15. Here's Adams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got 9 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. Ja Morant, number 1.
He's just ahead of his years as far as vision and recognition on the offensive end. A talented playmaker. He is only going to get better.
Adams' shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Anderson can't get it to go. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Wasted no time on that one. And it's a 12-point Oklahoma City lead.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brooks. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brooks has got his first points in this one. Ball outside. Stolen by Anderson. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance, and he dunks it down.
Terrific steal to start the break. The eye-hand coordination, the long arms. Anderson is tricky.
Ball fires from way outside. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They have a solid 8-point lead. And that does it for our half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
Beautiful setup by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He impacts all aspects of the game and brings leadership.
Here's Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. No good. Shot missing. Adams, some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Dort misses. The Grizzlies trail by 10 to the middle. Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
The 6'9" Kyle Anderson has a 7'3" wingspan. A big asset defensively. Not the most athletic, but he racks up blocks and steals. Finally, now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
And the wide open shot from Paul. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Paul's got 8 points.
Smooth, patient. Chris does a good job of working over that in-between area.
Brooks outside. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And you look at Anderson. He likes playing with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he has good ball handling for his size and great court vision. We call him slow-mo, but he can get to the rim on his drives, and he's a good finisher when he gets inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Thunder lead by 14.
The ability to alternate tempo off the bounce. This is how Gilgeous-Alexander keeps defenders guessing.
Here's Morant. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. 4 on the clock. Shoots from 14. Adams' shot is off.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Grant, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
That's good from Morant. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality, like on the free throw line, boxing out, like going up for rebounds. They let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
Schroeder comes with the double team. Pass to Morant. The feed to Clark. Now here's Jang. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
From deep three-point range, buries the long-range jumper.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Schroeder outside, stolen away, poked loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. That was last touch by Schroeder. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Grizzlies fourth.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here's Melton.
And they're not creating as many open looks now as they did in the first half. They've got to get sharper at the offensive end if they hope to bounce back in this game.
Here's Noel. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot good by Diallo.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Morant. No good with the triple.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Seven seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Valanciunas. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Valanciunas has got 10.
Valanciunas had his hands up and ready on that catch and shoot. He wanted it.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Thunder out in front. They lead by 8. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Clark. He's out there with Gorgie Dang. Jackson is out there with Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. He lobs it up and slam dunk by Clark.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
To the inside. And Muscala kicks to Ferguson. Schroeder, right side. Here's Noel. Back to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. And Noel gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Pass to Clark. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Here's Melton. He's guarded by Schroeder. No good from Clark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Muscala, pass to Noel. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 12-point Thunder lead.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
Jackson, that's good.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Ferguson. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Jack. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jackson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. And it's good for 2.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And that one's good. Morant.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's Paul. Down low, Gallinari. Here's Dort. Good on the triple.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And it's Morant missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
The pass to Dort. Back to Gallinari. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Morant with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his size at the point guard spot is a huge bonus for him. Allows him to switch onto most other players on defense when dealing with picks.
And one of the reasons they targeted Gilgeous-Alexander was because of his size.
Big guards aren't easy to find, Kevin, and they help coaches' defensive scheme. Every team looks to get a switch into a bad defensive matchup. If your PG isn't an option, the offense has to work that much harder.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Thunder.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steven Adams.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. It's a 14-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting for Memphis.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Schroeder passes to Adams. The shot will not fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Adams. And it goes down 2 points. And the Thunder lead by 15.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference. I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight, that they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And they were in, so no problem for Oklahoma.